All right, it is week number 6. So last week you read a lot of chapters about public speaking and you turned in your audience confirmation form and your topic selection report, and I'll be processing those. But now we're moving on in the speech preparation process, and the next step is research. And research and the outline really go hand in hand. So if you want to work on these simultaneously, you can. Sometimes when I'm preparing for a speech, I start with my outline and then I start gathering my sources, and other times I start with the research and see where that leads me so that I can come up with my main points. So, and remember, throughout this process, you have flexibility and you can change as the research guides your speech planning process or as the outline. So nothing's set in stone. You can still make adjustments to what you plan to say throughout this process. But the two pieces that you'll be turning in this week are the research report and the outline. The research report is really going to help you be able to identify what is valuable from the source and how you're going to cite that to your audience. Remember, in a speech, the audience cannot see your work cited or your reference list. So we give the audience information concerning each source by oral citations. And this is where we say according to, and we detail what we know about that source. We want to give the audience the information about the author, where to access that source, the date of the source. That's really, really crucial because the audience can situate the relevancy of the information based on its currency. If it's an older source, especially when we're talking about intercultural communication, probably it might be outdated. Something from 1995, well, our world has changed since then. So look for those current sources and make sure to accurately cite them in your speech. So we'll take the oral citations from the research report and we'll plug those right into the outline along with the information that was valuable from each source. And this will allow us not only to build our speaker credibility, but it will also allow us to acknowledge the sources that we have used so that we're not guilty of plagiarism. We want to set ourselves up as research experts and also give proper credit to those individuals who have done the work and are considered experts. So that's what you're doing in the research report, is you're letting me know why this person is credible. So the feedback you might get after I look at your research report is explain the credibility of this source. How do you know it is an authority? And that's something that you have to tell your audience because they might not be familiar with those sources. And then of course, working into the outline, you've got an outline template, you've got an outline sample. And so this is really building the structure for your speech. As always, let me know if you have any questions.